5 minutes. So it's about as long as people generally listen, at least when I'm speaking. I'll give you a quick overview and then hit the points that you asked for. Linn Benton Food Share is the regional food bank for Linn and Benton counties. We're part of the Oregon Food Bank Network. And our mission is to eliminate hunger in our area. We do this by keeping the shelves full at emergency food pantries, soup kitchens, and shelters. We have 74 different agencies in our 2-county area. We are requesting $36,000 from the city, which will help pay the salaries needed to distribute 815,000 pounds of food to our 20 members in Corvallis. And we do that, well, the value of this food is $1,380,000. The city funds will allow us to solicit, transport, store, allocate, and distribute and deliver this food to our member agencies. We will serve any agency who is distributing food to low-income people. That's a 501c3. I didn't hand these out, but I meant to. And there is a list of our member agencies in Corvallis here. I've also got a newsletter that tells a little bit more about our operation. So the last few years have been tough ones for a lot of Oregonians, and Corvallis is no exception. This January, over 2,000 people ate out of an emergency food box in Corvallis. That's 19% higher than last January. Oregon, as a whole, has the 3rd highest hunger rate in the nation. The likelihood of our program's success is very high. We are the only program providing this service, and we've been doing it for 30 years. We are expecting cuts to some of our federal funds, so that the city funds are going to be more important to our operation than ever. The city funds, they fund our core services. We haven't added anything on. They don't go to a garden. They're just to help us distribute that food so that nobody goes hungry in our town. The 815,000 pounds that we distribute will fill 8,100 emergency food boxes, which will go to feed 27,500 people. And it will provide 86,000 meals at soup kitchens and shelters. So the quality of our services really depends on what support we get from the community. With the city's help, we can ensure that no one will be turned away for lack of food. You guys have any questions?
My understanding is that when you're doing your food sorting at your up to 34, the big building, when you're doing your repackaging of food, almost all of that is done by the volunteers?
All of it.
All of it is done by
We have a
volunteers.
warehouseman, but he doesn't sort food. We get about 14,000 hours worth of volunteer work a year out of the 2 counties.
Do you own the building and land, or?
We do own it. We built the building in 1995.
Okay.
It's a 10,000 square foot building. It's got a couple big freezers and coolers. It's got 2 big refrigerated trucks and 2 vans.
I guess I have another question. I'm sorry. Do local farmers and farms donate to? I mean, are you able to take that kind of donation as well?
Yeah, we love to get fresh produce. We also have 14 member gleaning groups, which are comprised of 4,500 low-income people in Linn and Benton counties, and they'll go out and pick a farmer's field.
Wow.
For small gardens, we try to line it right up with a food pantry, but we'll also take it out to the warehouse and redistribute it too.
So do you do with the Planter Row for the hungry?
We do in that people can call us, and usually we'll direct them to a pantry like South Corvallis or
So that's where
St.
their
Vincent
stuff will
Paul.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they have a lot, we'll send a gleaning group, or if they want to drop it by, we'll take that and get it out to people.
Do you do just mainly food distribution, or is there any kind of like advocacy and outreach and education programs with it?
We team up with OSU Extension to teach people how to cook. We do food stamp outreach. We do all kinds of outreach for other services. In the future, we hope to expand the warehouse and build a commercial kitchen and teach people to can and have cooking classes. But right now, most of this goes through OSU Extension.
Another, you know the grant that the Public Health Department got to do gardens around the town? And they're looking to set up a food processing center and all that stuff, the possibility of all that. Is that
Yeah.
something that you would be working with too?
Well, I have been working with the people that are pushing for that right now. I believe they want to house a cleaning group, a community kitchen, a food bank. And, processing plants are pretty expensive on a large scale. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If we get more questions, we'll make